Hey man, how you doing? Good. Oh yeah, what's going on? How's the weather down there? Here too now. We got about a foot of snow in the last day. Yeah, just overnight. It's pretty bad. No, we weren't until the weekend, and then we got shit kicked pretty bad. Yeah, yeah, no good. Today was like minus 15 or minus 16. It's not too bad. This week coming, we get a few minus 30 days, but it'll be a few shitty days. But other than that, goes down to normal pretty much. No, no, no. I work outside. I frame houses. Yeah. So today I was up on a roof for 5 hours. So that's what I was doing today during the day. Now I'm stuck on baby duty while the wife works. Yeah. She's almost a year and a half. Oh, yeah. Like 13 hours a night. It's great. Yeah. Felt good to come back home and, fight there, right? It's where I fought every single one of my fights except for one. And that was I fought for the Hard Knocks belt about a year ago now. That was at 170 though, and I won that title as well. And it it felt good to get the win against Jericho after all our shit talk there leading up to it. He's definitely a game opponent though. It was fun fighting him. Yeah, we were both undefeated, and he was definitely not afraid to talk. I mean, if somebody talks, I'm gonna say my piece too. Yeah, well, like I think a lot of people showed up to that event to see that fight. Not right now. Hopefully in the next couple months we'll see what happens and see what kind of things come up and go from there. I'm actually thinking about maybe doing a jiu-jitsu tournament. It's a submission only, submission ace championships out here. So we'll see about that. But I'd like to fight sooner than later for sure. I'm actually just a white belt. I don't train the gi very much in jiu-jitsu, but I do a lot. I have been a lot. And leading up to the fight with Jericho, I was training like an animal every day, like tons of jiu-jitsu because I knew he was strong on the ground and he's a little guy. I figured we'd be going to the ground, so I prepared for that. I do, however, have a brown belt in judo. So I started judo when I was young, about 5 years old, and competed internationally and nationally for I don't know, like 6, 7 years. So I'm 26. Almost 4 years now. I moved here in 2014 in May. So, yeah, I was kind of getting into shit and not being the best environment at home. So I decided I was gonna move out here and moved out here. I'm from New Glasgow, Nova Scotia, just a small little town. Yeah, that was a good event. It's nice to see things like that happening back home now. Yeah, I heard something about Cat putting on a show in the summer. I didn't hear much more about it, but maybe I'll see what happens. Maybe I'll fight on that show too. It'd be nice to come home in front of everybody back east. It's always a good time. Everybody's always loud. And there's always tons of people there. Yeah, my boss totally understands. He doesn't care about the time. If I need a month off, he'll give me a month off. So it really doesn't matter to him. Yeah, it's pretty good. I've been working for the same company since I came out here, so it works out pretty good. They're good to me, and guess I'm good to them. Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. It's good. Other than when you have the -30, -40 week of weather out here, then that sucks. 6 months. 6 months. Yeah, yeah. 6 months of summer and 6 months of winter out here. There's no four seasons out here. There's no spring or fall. It's either cold or it's hot. No, it's not too bad. You get sick of the heat and you get sick of the cold, but they don't last too long, I guess. Oh yeah, it's really dry out here. Like it's cold, it goes right through you. Yeah, you have no choice. It's cold. When it's cold here, it's cold. No, actually, I fish a lot with one of my buddies there. I go fishing like probably twice a month usually, and hang out with my daughter. I hang out with her quite a bit. Actually, it's good. I like hanging out with her, and she's pretty. Oh yeah, she's quite the kid. She's nonstop all the time. Yeah. Oh, it's pretty sketchy when you're driving out there. Like me and my buddy drive a car out there every time that we go. Usually, as long as the ice is safe. But you're driving and all you hear is cracks. And it's like, oh, are we going under or what? You don't know. Oh yeah, yeah. I seen that video actually. Yeah, it's pretty crazy actually. There's a lake that I go to pretty often out here, and a guy just went through like a month ago or something like that because it wasn't very cold in December. We had a pretty good winter up until the end of December, and then it got pretty shitty for the last 3 weeks. But it comes and it goes. And then this guy thought it'd be a good idea to drive on the ice, and it wasn't a good idea. He went through. No, not completely under. They got it in time, but if he had a if he had been a little bit further out, it would have went completely under. Oh, it's funny. Some people just aren't the brightest. Ah, no, no. The first time that I go ice fishing in the year is pretty much determine it for me. Like this year, the first time I went, I drilled a hole and it was like 15 inches deep of the ice. So that's pretty good. You wait another week or two, and then you can drive on it. As long as you have below zero temperatures, you're good to go. Yeah, if there's over 15 inches of ice, you should be good in the car. Yeah, like right now, there's probably like 20, 24 inches of ice to get through, and my buddy drives his half ton on them there, no problem all the time. Most of the time, colder, I think. Yeah, and they get a lot more snow than we did this year. Yeah, absolutely. Glad I live here. Yeah. No, actually, that was when I fought Jericho for the title. That was my last fight amateur. I'm going pro my next fight for sure. Yeah, it's time to stop getting punched in the face for free. No, just since I fought Jericho, actually, I've been not doing a whole lot. I'm pretty busy with work because I took the time off for the fight and watching my baby and stuff. But um, I don't know who I'll sign for. I don't really care. I just want to fight. As long as the pay's right, we'll see what we can do. Right now, I would have to have at least another 8 weeks at least to get down to fight at lightweight because right now I'm not even close. Yeah, that's my home. It's definitely my home. I felt great fighting Jericho at that weight, and I felt strong. Yeah, that's actually my very first time fighting 155. I fought. I fought actually my first fight was a catch weight at 195, and then my second fight was a light heavyweight fight, and I knocked that guy out in 30 seconds. So yeah, 170 before that, but 155 now. I can rip that division apart. No, it wasn't too bad. Like the last few pounds, I went and checked my weight uh, the day of weigh-ins, and I was like, I thought on my scale that I was 154.5, but I guess my scale was like pound heavy, so I had to go cut another pound. That took a bit to get that last pound off, but it wasn't too bad. The diet sucks because I'm used to eating whatever I want, but other than that, it's the fight life, right? If you want to make it somewhere, you got to do it. I don't eat anything of what I want, really. No, well, right now I am like right now I'm sitting at like probably like 195. So it's a I just clean my diet up pretty good. I eat a lot of chicken, fish, and lots of greens, and try and stay away from too much fatty shit. It works out for me every time. I never really I hear people on that, but I never really heard much about it. I never really searched it or anything. Okay, I got you. Uh, that's like my treat when I'm cutting for 155 is fruit. Yeah, that's about as much kind of treat as I can have. Cutting, it's a lot of weight. I can get down to 170 like relatively easy, like no problem whatsoever. And then it starts getting a little bit harder from there, but it's no big deal. Yeah, exactly for sure. That's kind of what I'm looking at. So hopefully one day we'll be there. 6'3". Yeah, I'm 6'3". I think the only other lightweight that I know of that's 6'3", like that I know of myself, is that guy in the UFC. think he's from New Jersey. I forget what his name is, but that's the other guy that I know that's 6'3" and in the UFC. Yeah, and I think he's like 6'4". Yeah. I mean, I look like I'm pretty skinny at 155. I can only imagine another inch. Holy shit. Yeah, he wasn't doing bad at all. Disgusting. I hate those. Oh, those are disgusting. No, I don't think too much about anything when I'm in there other than punching the other guy in the face or taking him down. I take a lot of people down. That's obviously not a secret. Just what I do. It comes easy to me. Um, I wrestled since I was probably 10 years old, 50 for like yeah, probably like 10 years. I train at a Hayabusa training center. It's like just outside of Edmonton in St. Albert. Um, this is my second year that I've been at Hayabusa. I formerly used to train with Titans back east. That was where it all began for me. I just went to one of my brother's events and watched my brother fight, and it was just like, shit, I can do this. No, I didn't do anything but work. I actually took a 6 year layoff in between my second and third fight. I just, I don't know, I was just being a shithead and not being smart, like making the wrong decisions. And then I moved out here and I got in contact with Luke Harris. That's my head coach. He's a brilliant guy. He's tons of knowledge, and he's good friends with my brother. And we talked, and now I'm there, and that's my home. I'm not going anywhere else. Uh, uh, Technacity actually is one of my main sponsors. Daniel takes care of me pretty good. Um, just plain reliable moving. They're a big part of helping me with everything. When I take the time off work, they make up for it for sure. Um, Move It Systems, TJS Relocation, Signature Supply Co. And Maritime Professional Movers. Those guys, they all helped me out a great deal during fight camp, and I wouldn't be where I am without their help. That's for sure. I have a striking and a jiu-jitsu coach, and my jiu-jitsu coach also is my wrestling coach as well. He's a judo black belt too, and he's Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt as well. So he's got some knowledge to spread. And my striking coach actually was at the fights with me, Patrick Pitlick. He's an unbelievable Muay Thai fighter. You don't want to get kicked by that guy or punched. You just don't want to get hit by that guy. He's gonna do damage if he hits you. My brother was in my corner as well. My brother's Matt McGrath. He was top ranked welterweight in the country for a long time, and yeah, it's always good having him around. He's taught me a lot of pretty much everything that I know, and Luke and Pat have just put more knowledge into me and brought everything back out. Matt doesn't come out here very often. He's got a family and stuff, right? So he's got 3 kids and a wife. It makes things hard. It's usually I see them when I go home for fights, or I go home like once every couple years. So it's good. Oh yeah, they take care of me real good. Yeah, yeah. I don't pay for flights. That's a big thing. If had to pay for flights, then I won't be coming. It's big and simple. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, it's pretty expensive and it's a long flight too. I hate it. Last time I got fucked around the whole time. I ended up spending like 28 hours or something like that in an airport because I flew to Montreal first thing in the morning on like November 1st. I left Edmonton and flew to Montreal. I was there in like 3 4 hours, and then I was supposed to fly from Montreal to Moncton, but the runway was under construction or something, and then um, so I started flipping out in the airport. I was like, "Man, are you kidding me? I gotta get to the goddamn hotel. I need to cut weight." And they're just like, I think I said like I'm gonna flip or I'm gonna explode, and then the stewardess was just like, you shouldn't say explode in the airport. I was just like, I'm sorry, but like, what are we gonna do here? I need to get to Moncton like now. So they flew me to Toronto, and then I was supposed to leave Toronto and fly to Moncton, but I missed my flight because I was late getting to Toronto from the other flight. So then they flew me to Halifax, and I waited in Halifax airport until 8 in the morning, but I landed at like 1. So I was there for like 7 hours or something like that. And then I finally made it to Moncton 2 days after I left Edmonton. Man, I was pissed. Oh, I was pissed. I was ready to kill somebody. What's that? Yeah, and then I like obviously I was hungry, so I ate some shit. And that didn't make it any better. So put on probably another pound that I didn't have to, but it all came off. It was good. Yeah, sometimes it's shit, but that's the first time anything like that's happened to me. Like I everything usually goes pretty smooth with Elite One for me. Yeah, I find if you do it right and like I didn't eat for probably 24 hours or something like that, and I just used the tub and Epsom salts and ibuprofen, and you're good, man. I sweated so much, sweat more than I've ever sweat in my life. I was 176 when I went in there. Yeah, I gained back a lot of weight pretty quick. Yeah, you know what? I was hearing lots of things about him. I had not a clue who he was. But then Mike messaged me and asked me if I wanted to fight for the 170 title, and I was like, no, actually, me and my coach have been talking, and I'm gonna fight 155 now. And he's like, oh, okay, perfect. Do you want to fight Jericho? And I was just like, yeah, sure, whatever. Didn't matter. Yeah, it didn't matter to me. I don't really care who it is. Like, me and my coach will talk about it, and then I usually give an answer afterwards. But I don't really. It doesn't bother me. Fight's a fight. Anyone can win on any given night. Yeah, well, now I like to knee and elbows, so I can use my knees and elbows now and cut people up. It's good too. I like to kick some too, but just find I usually I usually go in there thinking like, oh, I'm gonna stand and strike with this guy, but I always go back to my basics and take people down and smash on them from there. It makes it hard with amateur too, where I can't do ground and pound from anywhere. Like with hard knocks, I was allowed to hit anywhere. There's full ground and pound in hard knocks when I fought for their title, and then I also thought there was supposed to be full ground and pound in mine and Jericho's fight. Then the day of that, they give you the walkthrough and stuff, and the rules meeting and whatnot. The ref was telling us like, "Oh, for amateurs, only straight punches from the mouth." What the hell? But whatever. No, I think they should probably make it so that you can do ground and pound. Like when you're fighting amateur, you're getting ready to go pro, and you don't want to be going into your first pro fight and just like, oh, this guy can't hit me when I'm on the ground. And then all of a sudden, bam, you're getting smashed in the face from everywhere. You don't want that. Yeah, absolutely. After 3 fights, like elite amateurs, that's how I think it should be. If you, I mean, there's not really any way much more to protect them. Those gloves are pretty protective. I wouldn't even have to wrap my hands. I don't think with the gloves that you use for amateur. No, oh yeah, they're padded, man. Takes a lot to hurt somebody with those punch. Those, I think. Yeah, they do. It makes it hard when you're grappling a little bit too. But uh, I got a few arm bars off with them, so it wasn't too hard to grab like that. But my first fight actually, I got a choke, and it makes it better, I think, if you have a choke because your arms are more locked together. So kind of an advantage for you. Yeah, I do. Hey man, sorry about that. I thought I pressed ignore call, but my wife was calling there. And I didn't press ignore. I hung up on you. Sorry, man. No, she's calling me, asking me why I'm not texting her, getting in shit. I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go. I'm doing a podcast. Goodbye. Yeah, she keeps me on my toes, and she always puts up with my shit. She's a good girl. No, I actually met her in Edmonton, but she's from the Valley down east. So both from relatively close. Yeah, for sure. She never complains about me being away from home for fights, and I'm sure she'll be coming here soon. Now that I'm fighting pro, it only makes sense to bring her with me. Yeah, she seen me. She actually, my stepmom recorded that fight. Me and Jericho. She watched that live on Facebook, and then she watched me fight Mac Larson in Calgary for the Hard Knocks title. She, either way, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I don't think about anything when I'm fighting. Like when when I know it's time for me to go out and fight, then it's like a switch that clicks on, man, and it's go time. But for her, she gets way more nervous than I do. I don't even find like after having a few fights, like I have 5 fights now, I don't really get nervous at all. No nerves. Like I get amped up and I can feel the adrenaline flowing, but I don't get nervous at all. The fight, you know, you signed up for. Yeah, no. I think if you're passionate about it, you'll eventually never have nerves for anything you want to do. It's a good mentality to have. No, I just want to do jiu-jitsu tournaments. Like I've done wrestling and I've done judo on I don't know how many judo tournaments. I can't even remember. But and I've done like wrestling, judo. I think jiu-jitsu should I should get some jiu-jitsu tournaments under my belt. Maybe get a blue belt or something. Yeah, because I'm a brown belt in judo. It only makes sense. Oh, okay. I'm not into the whole. I'm never gonna lay on top of somebody and grind them out. I'm never gonna do that. No, never. Like, I'm always gonna be looking to advance and better my position, and if I can't submit them, then I'm looking to knock them out. Like, I'm always looking for the finish. It's what I don't get paid overtime. Yeah, you get them done quick. Like, I've I've had one fight go out of the first round. So yeah, and that was after a 6 year layoff, and it was only a couple minutes into this, not even a couple minutes, like a minute into the second round. So that's the way I like to keep it. Finisher in the first and go have fun. Yeah, I would like that. Yeah, they have a stacked division for 155. It would, I'd like to I'd like to be with those guys for sure. There's also like out here. There's XFFC too. That's Darren Cliff's promotion, and then BFL and um, BC too. There's lots of options out there. Just gotta get my foot in the door first. Yeah, yeah. I'd actually like to fight for Bellator over the UFC. To be honest with you, I don't have to be on so much of a leash, man. Fuck. Like you gotta wear only Reebok, and you can only wear Monster if you're a champion. Like fuck off. It's bullshit. You can't. Yeah, the pace too. You see some of those guys getting like 5 grand. It's like, are you retarded? No way. Like I can understand 5 grand if you're no good and you're you're not getting anywhere with your fights or like regional shows, you're not going to get paid as much, obviously. But like if you're fighting for one of the biggest organizations in the world, like fucking pay the guy. He should be getting paid. Yeah, exactly. That's good. And the sponsors too. You can have sponsors. A month. Like seriously. Oh, absolutely. You make more from your sponsors than you do the fight usually, anyways. If you're a champ, you gotta be number one in the world. It's not always that's not always easiest to do. Exactly. It's no way. Like it's retarded, man. It's kind of stupid if you ask me. Rory, Rory's a prime example. He goes to Bellator. He's getting like what? I think I seen an article that said he's getting something like 400,000 a fight. I think that's what I read, but I'm not sure. But 400,000 a fight. That's pretty good. Man, that guy's an animal. He can take a beating. He, yeah, man, his leg. Holy fuck, that was gross. I'm thankful I've never had an injury like that before. Oh, wars, wars. It, I don't. GSP is great, but I think Rory's the next thing. He had some hiccups with like Robbie Lawler, but like those were epic matches too. Oh man, he took so much punishment, and like personally, I think he was en route to winning that fight, but can't really win it if you get stopped. Exactly. I don't much like that guy. I don't like him or that Kobe Covington guy. That guy's an idiot. Oh, that guy's great. He's awesome, man. It was crazy to see him come out of nowhere and put a beating on Cerrone like that. But yeah, I was too, and I was like, my girlfriend watched the fights with me, and she's like, "Who do you think's gonna win?" And I was like, "Cerrone's gonna kill this kid. Who the hell is this guy?" And then he came out and did that, and I was like screaming at the top of my lungs. It's crazy. Oh, really? He'll knock him out. I think a good matchup for that Till guy would be Santiago Ponzinibbio. That'd be a good fight. You gotta fight a little bit and get. You gotta get a little bit of experience in there before you can do that. Yeah, those guys are anomalies though. They just get there because they're already a superstar in some other shit. Like that CM Punk guy, that guy's a joke. I'll fight that guy any day of the week, not training. Yeah, that's stupid. Oh, you put that guy's a bum. I hate that shit. Yeah, it's stupid. Like Brock Lesnar, at least he had a amateur wrestling background and stuff like that. But I don't get that. They should put a steroid stipulation in the contract so they don't get kicked from the UFC if they're on roids. Yeah, that too. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like that guy's he's the greatest light heavyweight I've ever seen fight, but then he's a dickhead at the same time. Oh yeah, absolutely. No questions about it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It'd just be the same outcome, I think. He'll kick the shit out of Cormier. I used to hate him actually, Daniel Cormier, but grown to like him a little bit. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's pretty. It's pretty phenomenal to see a guy his size do that too. It doesn't surprise me because he hates cutting weight. I hear that him and Stipe are going to be the coaches for the next Ultimate Fighter. You never seen that on the internet anywhere? Oh shit. Uh, oh, like the oh oh nice. I think some guy Zachary Michaud or yeah, he trains with Bruno. Bruno's a good guy. Oh, crazy! It's crazy to see someone. Yeah, absolutely. He's good at Muay Thai. Good striker. I fought on a card. That's when I before I took lay after I took a layoff. Sorry, that's I fought on the card. Him and Adam Hunter fought on. Yeah, I hear lots of good things about that kid. Yeah, it seems like it. I think he won some medals at the Muay Thai Nationals, didn't he? Yeah, like that's a pretty big feat there. Really nice. That's good to hear. Good to see kids that are kicking ass. Man. Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. Like my daughter will be for sure in there. That's for sure. Yeah, with jujitsu, we actually at our gym we offer a class. It's called Little Ninjas, and it teaches them stuff to help them start with martial arts. Yep, it's pretty awesome. The facility that I get to train with is at it's top notch. No, we don't have a cage. We do not have a cage. But other than the cage, it's good. Yeah, it's really nice gym, man. Nice, huge open. We have two levels. There's always people in there. It's always full. Tons of people to train with. No, no, I'm good, man. Gave some shout outs to my sponsors there, so I'm good. All right, man. It was good talking to you. I'll talk to you in the future. Yeah. Thanks, man. Have a good one, man. Later.